About 9 months ago, I reached Masters in Power League. But if I don't want to become washed at the game, I'm going to need to push back to Masters again. Now our first game was looking really good. We had pro player iChaos on our team who was popping off the entire time. But on the other side, our Larry and Lori was making very bad plays. Time to do my favorite activity, run up in a straight line and score. What is our Larry doing? What? This is beyond a mess. Dude, this guy! This Larry Lori is so stupid! And because of these small mistakes, we actually ended up losing our first game of the day. And the next game wasn't looking good either. We were on Tornado Ring and our opponents were able to hold us back for pretty much the entire game. They were doing a really good job at stopping me and Colette's hypercharge from getting on the safe, and because of this, they were able to slowly whittle down our safe and take the first game. Game 2, I wanted to swap lanes with my Tara, but you didn't listen and ended up dying. And the round was pretty much a stalemate the entire time until Colette finally gets her hypercharge onto the safe, putting us 1-1. Now the last game went absolutely perfectly. We held our lanes the entire game and there was nothing they could do to us. And with a perfect 100-0 game, we were able to secure the victory and be back on track to Masters. Now, I'm gonna be honest, there's actually another reason why I've decided to play Power League again. Recently, Supercell announced they'd be removing the current Power League and reworking it. And because of all the fun memories I've had of playing Power League, I wanted to get Masters one more time before it was gone forever. Our next game was Bridge Too Far. I ended up last picking Edgar because their whole comp was squishy and I could easily get on the safe with my gadget. This was still a pretty tough game because the entire enemy team had gadgets that could prevent me from jumping on them. Luckily, we were able to pop off with our hypercharge and easily take the first game. The second game was even pretty much the entire time, but luckily I noticed that everyone on the enemy team had run out of gadgets, so I was able to run in, kill them, and take the safe. Game 4 was Last Stop. Now we actually had a really well-rounded comp with 8-Bit, Bo, and Lola. Now the beginning of the game was kind of a struggle because the Leon kept killing our 8-Bit and Bo, but eventually we managed to take him down and also swap lanes to keep them in a complete spawn trap. In game 2, I had this really close call. There's no way! Okay, I would have been a little upset if I died there. I survived yet another close encounter with this spike, then the Colette who's been going aggressive the entire game finally gets caught out and dies. I managed to kill the spike by playing up, and now it's just down to this Leon to stop him from getting the gems. Luckily me and 8-Bit pinch him, and we secure the second game. Now at this point, we're actually getting very close to hitting Masters, so now was finally time to lock in for these last few games. Next game was Out in the Open. Here, I decided to take Mr. P because Knockout is a very good game mode for him. Because Knockout is a very defensive game mode and Mr. P isn't very aggressive. Their Pearl actually takes the jump pad to try to catch us off guard and actually almost kills the Leon. Luckily we're able to pinch her out and I'm able to body block for my Leon. The best part about playing Mr. P and Knockout is that in the second round, you can get your super and just put it down for the entire game. Leon goes up and Pearl tries yet again to kill the Leon, failing it again, but the RT is actually able to finish him off, but I am able to pinch him with the Brock, and it's just a 2v1 with Porter, so basically it's unwinnable for this Nani, and we're able to kill her and take the first game. Game 2 started off a little differently. We were pushing them back, but unfortunately Pearl caught me off guard with her gadget, which leads me to die. Leon also gets pinched out, so it's just Brock in a 1v3, which he's definitely not winning, so we lose the first round. Luckily, I got my porters immediately in the second round, so we were able to push them back into the spawn pretty easily. We're finally able to push this Pearl and get a kill on her, but somehow our Leon also dies, so that puts us in a 2v2. I still have porters coming up to help me, so I run up to try to kill the RT, and I get a little bit of damage, but he runs me down, which honestly I wasn't expecting, but we still managed to kill him anyway. This Brock also let me charge my super off on the Nani before the round ended, which was very helpful. We were able to push them up pretty high in the third round, but we couldn't really secure any kills. It just kind of kept going back and forth, so we kind of just had to end up playing back in the mid and just not play over aggressive to not get ourselves killed. Now the smoke was starting to come in, so I eventually had to throw down my porters just to make a distraction, and the Leon was able to hypercharge in and get 2 kills for us, so it was pretty much over by now, so we happily killed the Nani, who definitely didn't almost 1v3 us. That was a really good win for us, and I actually think that was my gig into Masters. Let me see how much ELO I got. Oh. guess one more game then. Now before we get on to the last video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos. I'm going to be uploading a lot this year, and trust me, you don't want to miss out on them. The final map was Stay in Your Lane, and I ended up last picking Squeak. Honestly, I don't think I've played Squeak a single time this entire season, but it made sense. It was very good into Spike, and it could also destroy those Leon turrets behind the wall. And this round ended up going very well for us. We just held control the entire time, they just couldn't push up onto me. Anytime they were close, I would just simply use my gadget and pluck off that lane for a whole 10 seconds, and we easily got to the countdown and won the first game. This is it. If I win one more game, we have Masters.
Now, the next game didn't actually start off too well. The Spike and Leon decided to swap lanes, which I didn't mind, but that means our Charlie went down almost immediately, along with our Piper. And no matter how hard we tried, we just couldn't really swing the game towards our favor. They were cycling supers way more efficiently than we were, and we just could not get set up. And not long after, they started the countdown.
This was it. We either somehow take all the gems back, or they take this set and potentially the entire game. Normally, these are unwinnable, but watch what happens next. Oh, misses his, Wait. Wait! Wait! There's no way. Get out, get out. There's no way! For my Masters game? Oh my gosh! For Masters 2! We got this! Dude, the last game for Masters! Oh, please. Oh, a choppy, too. Let's go! Dude, let's go! Honestly, I could not have asked for a better ending to Power League. Competitive Brawl Stars is all about those clutch moments that just make you feel good, excited, make you feel like a good player. And even though Power League is only being reworked and not removed, it will always be remembered for the exciting and competitive gameplay it brought.